To be honest, this show should be Love and Hip Hop, the high school edition. Honestly. Alright you guys, it's your boy Scotty and you're here for another review of Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 2 Episode 8. What's going on you guys? Yeah, it's time for Love and Hip Hop Miami. Let me just say this. Love and Hip Hop Miami is a little bit better this season. It has been a little bit better because everybody's filming with each other at this point. You know, last season, most people weren't filming with each other. Most people didn't know each other, nothing like that. So I guess now that everybody has a rapport with each other, it works. Even though some people shouldn't be with some people, you know, like, you know, Young Hollywood, you know, Veronica Vega, you know, motherfuckers, none of us want it back, but it is what it is. So we're gonna get right on into this shit. So we're gonna open it up with Amara L'Annoying. Amara L'Annoying, aka Amara L'Annoying as fuck, okay? She's in the building and she got Prince with her. And she's there to practice her choreography for her new song. And I forgot what the name of the damn song is because I know I'm not going to purchase it. However, she called Shay up to the place. And she wanted to talk to Shay in regards to her friendship with JoJo. Basically, she called Shay up there because she wants to break off the friendship that she got with Shay. Because her and JoJo, Shay and JoJo are beefing. Because she just got finished having a conversation with JoJo about breaking all ties with Bobby because she got a problem with Bobby. And my thing about it is just that I just don't get it. Like, how old are these motherfuckers and where are they from? Because in my world, I don't give a fuck if you don't like, if you my friend and you don't like the other friend, I really don't give a fuck because that's not my that's not my motherfucking place. That's not my business. It's not my situation and I ain't got no reason to dislike not a damn motherfucker, okay? So all this shit, oh, I'm not gonna talk to you because my friend don't like you bullshit. It's just for the motherfucking birds. It's dead and it's shot to me. I can talk to whomever the fuck I want to talk to. And if you want to stop being cool with me because I'm a grown-ass man who makes his own motherfucking decisions, then that's on you. But I'm never going to stop talking to no bitch because of the fact that somebody else don't like it. I mean, that's just ridiculous, redundant, and it's full of shit, okay? Full of shit. So, Shay said JoJo ain't none of Amara's friend. And honestly, JoJo ain't none of her friend. Because, I mean, if she can talk about Bobby to Prince and she can talk about Prince to Bobby, then she can talk about Amara to anybody else. So, I don't give a fuck about none of that. So, basically, Spectacular and Baby Blue, they sit down and they have a conversation about the future of Pretty Ricky. And at this point, Pleasure P said that he don't want to do no more shows. He don't feel comfortable doing no more shows. He not feeling it right now. So he's just going to go out to Australia and do his own thing. And my thing about Pleasure P is, don't get me wrong, I like Pleasure P. I like his music. But this motherfucker always acting like he's the Diana Ross of the group when he's barely a motherfucking Michelle Williams. Like, I'm just really tired of Pleasure P and his grandstanding. What Australian tour are you going on? Are you the opening act? Because I know you're not headlining that damn show. You only had one fucking album. And it is what it is. Like, I don't get it. Like, what makes you think you're so much better than Pretty Ricky? Yeah, y'all got drama, but it's like you don't really want to sit down and acknowledge what's going on. You don't want to hash out nothing. And if it's all about the coin, then you need to give it Pretty Ricky. What else are you doing? So, I don't know. But they don't know what's going to go on. And Spec feels like, you know, one minute he says he wants to finish the Pretty Ricky album. Then the next minute he don't even want to do no shows with them. So which one is it? So Trick Daddy and Gunplay, they sit down and they have a conversation about Chaotic wanting to do a feature with Trick Daddy. Now, Trick Daddy said, I heard in the streets that Chaotic took Joy out on a date, but yet he want me to do a feature with him. And you know what? At the end of the day, that is kind of slow in my opinion. Like, how you gonna take the man and wife out on a date, but at the same time you want him to work with you and give you a feature and give you some motherfucking exposure? What type of shit is that? So Trick Daddy feel like, you know, he gonna enlist Gunplay in his idea. And he's like, you know, if he want this motherfucking feature, that nigga gotta work for this motherfucking feature. You know what I'm saying? You wanna try to date my wife behind my back and then ask for a feature? Nah, nigga, you gonna work for it. I'm like, alright, get it in, Tootsie Roll. So, Mona, Mona got Amara taking a run down by the beach or wherever the fuck she at. And apparently she's upset about an appearance that Bobby did at the VMAs with JoJo. He called her a shady ass bitch in JoJo. I mean, yeah, he did an appearance with JoJo and he called Amara a shady ass bitch and JoJo laughed. And now she's pissed. She's pissed. She's pissed at motherfucking JoJo. And she feels like she's not her friend. You know, she broke it off with Shay for her. And now she's still hanging out with Bobby. And it's one thing to get mad because she hanging out with him. But at the same time, JoJo, if you're going to be friends with both of them, you got to know your motherfucking place. And you got to know when to draw the line. And at this point, all last season, you was acting like you was right to die for Amara. When Step LaCour and all them other bitches was talking about Amara, you walked away. You didn't want to be around that shit. And I respected you for that because I felt like you was a real friend. But at this point, I don't feel like you a real friend, bitch. You know you not. And it's just really bullshit to me, honestly. And then you go and you vent to Bobby about the situation, knowing that Bobby messy as a motherfucker. Even though I used to love me some Bobby likes, Bobby messy than a motherfucker, and it's right up his alley to hear a bunch of bullshit about Amara. At this point, we still don't know what the fuck that issue is. And even when Bobby and Amara were going back and forth on Instagram this summer, I just was really trying to figure out and understand why the hell they had a beef in the first damn place. I just couldn't understand it, didn't understand it, really tried to understand it, but I just couldn't understand, honey. I just could not. And if you was going to vent to somebody about Amara, why not vent to someone that is mutual with Amara? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you vent to someone that obviously got a beef with the girl in the first place? JoJo just moved real funny, and she first of all, she funny looking, and she moved funny. Like, that was just fucked up altogether. Then she want to say that the girl put a hex on her, and then Bobby ass believing it. Bye. So, Chaotic, Young Hollywood, Gunplay, and Trick Daddy, they meet up to talk about the cookout. So now, Trick Daddy is propositioning the cookout, and he wants them to be on certain teams. He got Gunplay on his side, Chaotic got Young Hollywood on the other side. Y'all, I'm on him, so sorry about that. But he got Young Hollywood on the other side. And so it's kind of like Chaotic said, look, I thought you weren't even going to give me the feature due to me taking Joy out on a date. So he did bring it up to him. But Trick Daddy whole thing is, if you want a feature from the kid, don't date his wife. And it's just simple as that. You know what I mean? I can't even be mad. I can't even be calling Trick Daddy out for that. It's just the fucking truth. If you want a damn feature with me, don't date my wife. Like, why would you take my wife on a date and you know you want to get a feature with me? Like, come on now. So Chaotic was like, if I win, both of y'all got to give me a feature. And they all shook hands on it. So now it's time for Amara's show. And, you know, Prince is there, Liz is there. And apparently she invited JoJo and Bobby to the show so she can confront them. So JoJo arrives at the show, and her and Amara have words back and forth. And Amara's whole thing is, you know, you sat up there with Bobby, you let him talk shit about me on national television, and you didn't say anything about it. And JoJo was like, well, I can hang out with whoever the fuck I want. I'm a grown-ass woman. That's true. You can hang out with whoever the fuck you want to. No lie. No tea. No shade. But at the end of the day, bitch, if you friends with this girl, why would you be around here letting her enemy talk shit about her? You can be friends with him if you want to, but just draw a line there and let him know that it's not acceptable for him to constantly talk about her around you, because that's what I do with my motherfucking friends, honestly. If you don't like somebody, don't discuss them around me. Point blank, period. So Bobby comes in with a little wig on, and he going to fuck off on Liz, and Liz say that everybody knows that Bobby is in love with Prince. And Prince ain't gay. And I'm like, girl, Prince is gay. But it is what it is. And, you know, him and Amara get into an argument. And it's just a big ass to do. Okay? A big ass to do. To the point to where Bobby goes very extra and throw his motherfucking wig at Liz and Amara. And I felt like if it wasn't for security, Bobby probably would have fought them. And that just made me very disappointed in Bobby. Because at the end of the day, y'all know I was going hard for Bobby last season. But it's like, boy, that whole scene was fucking disgusting. At the end of the day, no matter how gay you are, you still a man. And you have no business putting your hands on women, bottom line. You shouldn't even be arguing with a damn woman, let alone putting your hands on one. That's why I never like to argue with women. I don't, like, what's the point of arguing with a woman? You know what I mean? Like, and if there is an argument with a woman gonna argue, but I'm not gonna argue back with her. I'm just gonna say what the fuck I gotta say and keep it moving. I'm not gonna sit up and argue with you. That's just one thing I ain't finna do, okay? No, honey. No. Not gonna do it. And they had to pull his ass out of there. But that was fucked up. And Prince, you was just about to run up on Bobby when he said something about you, but he said something about your bitch and you ain't had nothing to say. Quite odd. So it's the cookout. Trick Daddy pulls up in this big ass trailer and all of this shit is real motherfucking funny, bruh. So next thing you know, Tip wants Bobby and Prince to try to bury the hatchet. They sit down and have a conversation, but Bobby just doesn't see it for the friendship right now. And it's like Liz and Prince are together and Bobby's presence ain't doing nothing but causing a bunch of heartache and pain for Prince and Liz, and that's just what it is. Bobby and Prince just cannot be friends right now. So JoJo pulls up, and there's Veronica Vega, and you know what I'm saying? It was something. What happened? I think Shay said some shit. Shay found out that Amara found out that JoJo wasn't her damn friend, and she was happy to know that because of the simple fact that she tried to tell her that JoJo wasn't her friend and she tried to cut her off for her. But then when JoJo comes up, they tried to get her and Veronica to sever their differences. But Veronica want to fight JoJo. But JoJo said, if you want to fight me, you better fight me right now. She called her a racist and everything. Next thing you know, JoJo big ass tried to run over her and it looked like she fell to the ground. I don't know, but the show went off. And is it just me or did Liz kind of glow up after the first season? It's just, to me, it seemed like she got a bit of Botox on her face or she just got some good makeup. I don't know what it is, but she did something and she looked good as fuck. But with that being said, y'all, this is my review on Love and Hip Hop Miami. All my social media is at the bottom. Feel free to comment, like, comment, and subscribe and share this motherfucking video. And I'll holler at y'all. The next video just might be a rant. It just really depends on how I feel. And then Marriage Boot Camp later on this week. And I'm out here, y'all. Peace.